there are two things that differentiate you. Number one, if you understand the psychology of the platform, and number two, if you have the soft skills that are required to win jobs. All right. So what is the psychology there? The first thing that you have to know is Upwork is a very competitive platform. It is built for competition. That is how Upwork is making money, by keeping the competition intense. All right. Upwork is making money by keeping the competition intense. And two, you also have to know that the clients love the competition because it helps them. The competition helps them to find the best freelancers. So imagine you post a job if you are a client and you only have like two proposals or people that applied for that job. That is less competitive. You don't have varieties, right? But if you have more freelancers than the number of jobs that are available on the platform, what will happen is if you post a job, you will get like 100 proposals. So from those proposals, you will be able to find the right candidates for yourself. So you see, now Upwork is now creating features that are kind of generating income for them. So that to, first of all, to reduce the competition, to make sure to give some freelancers advantage, right? So if you know that the platform is built for competition, then you have to build a competitive mindset. You have to know that I am not coming here to be the least. I want to be the first. So if you want to be the first, what do? You have to optimize your skills. You have to optimize your digital presence. You want to be the best. You can practice to become the best person on the platform. So when you apply, you are applying with top-notch skilled people. However, your soft skills and your mentality should put you ahead of the competition. I am assuming that you are following what I'm saying. The first thing is, like I said, the first thing is the platform is built for competition. So that is out of the way. So if you understand that the platform is built for competition, then you don't have to feel discouraged because you are not getting jobs. The problem is not the platform or it's not the client. It is you. You have not prepared yourself for the competition. You have not packaged yourself for the competition. You have not optimized your mindset for competition. Number two, the psychology that you need to understand is that any platform on the globe or anything that you are doing where competition is high, what do you think will happen? There will be a high level of failure. The failure rate will be high. All right. So what do I mean by that? If you have 50 people applying for one job, one role, do you think the client will hire all 50 of them? No, the failure rate will be high. So you should not discourage because you send a few proposals and then you don't get a job. You should not feel discouraged about that. You should just know that you did not meet maybe the minimum requirements, or maybe you are not a match. In my mind, for me, for instance, if I don't get a job, it simply means that I was not a match for that job. It's not because I don't have the right skill sets. It's not because I am not good enough or I'm not competent. No, it just means that I'm not a match because there are so many variables, unknown variables to me, that the client is looking for, and I don't know them. I'm just giving out what I know and from what I've read on the job adverts. All right. So if I don't get the job, I don't feel discouraged. In fact, if I get an invite, I know I am one of the lucky ones, and I feel really proud of that. I take that as a win. I think that's the next point that I want to talk about. All right. So what I mean by this is, you not getting invites does not mean that you are not good. It does not mean that you are incompetent. It does not mean that others are better than you. It just means that you were not a match. But what do you need to do? What actions do you need to take? You need to keep optimizing. Do variations of your proposals. I have seen a lot of people copying the same proposal, sending it for different job sets. That is a mistake. You have to have variations of your proposals for different job types. All right. And also for each job type, You have to sit down, think about the job, read the job advert, and be prepared. Prepare a very solid proposal that you know that can stand out. You know that when the client reads your proposal, you can at least be a match. All right. And then the other thing is, the next point that the other psychological point that you have to deal with is, nobody owns a job on Upwork. It is only the client that owns the job. So the idea of you attaching yourself to a job is a big mistake. Guys, like, I have to, some of these things, these are facts, and I have to let them know. I'll have to let you know that you have to know this. Like, guys, I don't have any other way of saying it. I have made that mistake, and a lot more people are making that mistake. How do you get attached to a job? Now, some people, when they apply for a job or they see a job, maybe the job perfectly meets maybe the job is perfectly aligns with their expertise, experience, and whatnot, and they want the job, right? They attach themselves to the job. So they make as if the job is theirs. Like, they now see themselves as they are the ones that the clients should call for the interview, right? Then, if this is your attitude towards Upwork, you will always get a lot of disappointment. You will always feel disappointed. You will always feel down. And that is not what I expect you to do as someone who wants to win on the platform. That is draining. You are draining your energy. If you keep doing this, it will drain your energy. It will drain your enthusiasm to do well on the platform. Here is how you should look at Upwork when you see a job. None of the jobs are not yours. All right. What you need to do is, when you apply for a job, just move on. Your duty as a freelancer is to apply for jobs. That is your duty. That is actually what you need to focus on, to apply for jobs. Your duty is not to attach yourself to a job. Your duty is to search and apply for a job. Keep applying on a daily basis. For me, my recommendation will be apply for at least 2 or 3 jobs every day. If you really have time, apply for 5 jobs every day. Now, you have to know that applying for a job will cost you money. I'm going to talk about that a little bit later. All right. But if you can apply for 5 jobs, that would be like the standard. Apply for 5 jobs each day. That's what you do. That is your focus. Your focus is to find the best next job and apply for it. Now, I'm not saying apply for every job that you see. I said apply for jobs that aligned with your expertise, that aligns with your experience, but apply for at least 5 jobs every day. Just keep doing it. All right. Now, let me give you some experience here. When I started on Upwork, I was really lazy in the sense that I was not even applying for one job. Sometimes I applied just for 1 job or 2 in a week. So it took me like months before I started, before I got like my first job. The first jobs that I even got were those jobs where you are invited to do translation because you are living in a certain country. I don't call that jobs on Upwork. This is just a job that somebody gives you because they need you. You did not compete for that job. Nobody is competing for that job because they need you. They know that you are the only one that can do this job because you are staying in that particular locality or because of the country where you are coming from. All right. So those were the jobs that I was getting. And because I was not applying, when I apply for one job, I would sit there and wait until somebody is recruited for that job, and then I applied for the next one. That's a mistake. In fact, that is a big mistake, guys. Your job as a new freelancer, as somebody starting on the platform, your job is to apply. That's the only job that you have. Look for jobs, look for new jobs, and then apply for that. Apply for them. All right. So now the next thing is the next psychological issue that most people face on Upwork is when they apply for few jobs, they feel that they have applied enough. No, they should no longer apply. I have I have sent 10 proposals. I have not gotten any invites. Maybe it's because I'm black. Maybe it's because I'm coming from Africa or I'm coming from Asia. Maybe it's just because I'm not, they are looking for this type of people. Maybe my English is not good. They start criticizing, discriminating themselves, putting themselves down. That is a mistake. And that is all in your mind. Basically, that's what I mean when I said sometimes you fail, you defeat yourself before even you start fighting. Upwork is a competitive platform. Let me repeat it again. So it's not meant for lazy people. It's not meant for people that are that are that have self pity. You feel sorry for yourself. Do you know how many proposals that people send per day before they can get one invite? If you know, you will know that you are not doing anything. Let's just assume that you are sending like 5 proposals per week. You are not doing anything. You are just one of those lazy people on Upwork. Like I said, you should be sending something like 5 proposals per day. If you are sending something like 5 proposals, I am not saying you should send random proposals, send proposals all over the place. I want you to hear me right. You should search for the right jobs that aligns with your expertise and send proposals. Send proposals. If you can send 3, 4, 5 per day, do it as long as the jobs are available and you have connects. All right. So don't self-discriminate yourself. Don't defeat yourself before you even start fighting. All of the people I have seen, people there are a lot of people on the platform, guys. There are a lot of people that don't even know how to write proposals. They don't know how to do it. If only you can learn those skills, you can beat the competition. It's easy to beat the competition.